In average, how many times a month a professional trader do trades?
I think it's very personal eh. So ako personal benchmark ko is around 20 trades per month, tapos plus minus na ako dun. Ganun yung metrics ko. Pag pangit yung market, more or less than 20 yun. Pero pag good yung market na madami talagang tradable names, it will be more than that. Pero at least yun yung benchmark ko for me to note na overtrading ba ako or not. Kasi kung natin bad market, wala namang binibigyan na trades, tapos I'm going above 20. For me, that's overtrading. That's how I personally do it. Pero based din kasi siya historically on my past data. So, so it really helps that you have data for you to measure yourself.
Ako more or less the same number, mga 15 to 20. Tapos yun nga, pinapakiramdaman ko rin yung market. So, like for example, noong January, February, above 20 tayo nun eh. Kasi
Madami.
medyo marami kasi maraming magandang momentum setup. So, we're trading the momentum during those times.
For me, in my opinion, that's not the right way to look at it. Kumbaga parang baka kasi magkaroon ka ng imaginary or ng illusion of a benchmark of how professional traders approach the market. Now, I'm not sure if you're a professional trader or not, pero just to be sure, yung pinaka rule of thumb natin na buy only when there's a buy signal, sell only when there's a buy signal. If there's 1 month or 2 months na there's no buy signal, you don't have to trade. Kasi ayaw natin magkaroon ka ng parang unnecessary pressure or because of that benchmark na full-time trader na ako, I'm already a professional trader. Now I should hit that 20 trades a month. 'Di ba? So walang
There's no right answer.
kumbaga parang that's not how the way we should see things. 'Di ba? Kasi yun nga. Tayo naman dito, kumbaga Brad, we just want to we don't want to close the minds of our listeners and viewers. What we want is to expand or to show us how we think. 'Di ba? Ako hindi ko siya tinitignan na ganoon. May times na yes, I do 50% 50-50 trades in 1 month, merong 5 trades in 1 month. So, na yun, cumulative gains and losses na yun. But then again, kung merong buy signal, birahin lang natin ang birahin.
Ako naman may additional context ako dun. Kasi, if the context is someone na parang professional full-time trader, yung isa pa kailangan i-factor in mo would be yung namin, iba yung namin what do you call this, yung need for skill, I guess. Kumbaga, as a full-time trader, we need to be able to grow our arsenal in a way na kaya namin magkaroon ng buy signals even in the bearish months. Yun yung kailangan nyo consider. So, iba pa rin If you're someone na starting out, so ang focus is master and specialization, magamang onti talaga may setups mo. Kasi nga, you will have fewer buy signals. Diba? Sabi nga ni Kape, buy when there's a buy signal. So, yun yung pinaka-context natin. So, kami, there will really be times na mas madami yung signals namin. Kasi nga, we've expanded our arsenal. Kasi kailangan namin kumita kung hindi wala kang kakainin sa bearish months. Diba? So you have to factor that in Iba yung context ng isang full-time trader that is really earning solely from the marketing livelihood nila. You have to expand your arsenal. Kasi ganun din ako before When I was a part-time trader, I was doing trend follow lang naman. Pero nung nag-full-time, I need to be able to trade pati mga down trades. So I had to study bounce setup. So, yung mga bounce signals, nagmamaterialize na sa akin.
Yun. So, ibig sabihin guys, do not focus on arbitrary numbers or illusions or mga benchmarks na gano'n. What we want is to focus on that particular process of growth, of having specialties or weapons during times na uptrend, downtrend, or even sideways yung market. Good.